Hi there, my name is Alec. I'm a second year medical student, and today I'm going to share with you 7 tips on how to survive and thrive in medical school. My first tip is to not compare yourself to other people. You have to remember that everybody learns at their own pace. What might take me 2 hours to learn might take the next person 30 minutes to learn, and that's okay. Now, that's not to say that there's no problem with friendly competition, but just be careful to not compare yourself to other people. My second tip would be to study with friends. Now, I know everybody learns differently, but personally, I've always found studying with friends a lot more social, more fun, and time just goes quicker overall. I find this especially helpful as sometimes I won't completely understand concepts and my friends can explain them to me in a simple and clear way. Now, I understand not everybody learns like this, but if you haven't tried it before, I think it's definitely worth a shot. The third thing that I recommend that you do to survive medical school is to plan your day. When you plan your day, you will make sure to be as efficient as possible, and on top of that, you'll make sure to schedule in some breaks. For me, I really enjoy scheduling in breaks because I don't feel guilty then when I'm not working, and I know no matter what, I'm going to complete my schedule for the day. Personally, I feel before I started making daily plans, I would just waste too much time on deciding what I was going to do and how much time I needed to dedicate to that task. My fourth tip is to have a cutoff time for when you're going to stop studying. Now, I have been guilty before of studying too late when I really should be relaxing. It is super important that you give yourself enough time to rest, and within that you give yourself some days off. This will be sure to give your brain some relaxing time so you can relax, recharge, and not burn out. I've definitely burned out before. It is not a nice feeling, and I guarantee you that if you can give yourself some good breaks, and if you can give yourself a proper cutoff time, you will reduce the likelihood that that will happen. My fifth tip would be to make sure that you keep your hobbies. Keeping your hobbies is super important. And for me personally, this would include things like windsurfing, which I like to do on the weekends. I'll take a couple of hours and I'll go to the beach and I'll go ride some waves, and it'll just relax my mind, and it'll also be a good workout. Now, one of my other hobbies is gaming, and I will make sure to take at least 1 to 2 hours in the evening before going to bed to relax and to play some games. I use the Steam Deck just before going to bed, and I absolutely love this thing. I can chill out in my bed, play games, and then I go to sleep. My next tip is somewhat related, and it's to stay healthy and to exercise. Exercising is super important, especially when you're sat down and studying all day. It's super important just for your overall physical health and your mental health. Nobody is saying that you have to go run a marathon, but it's good to go out for a little walk, get your heart rate up, maybe go to the gym and lift some weights. Trust me, your future self will thank you. The next thing I would say is do not track the number of hours that you are studying. It really doesn't matter if you study for 2 hours, 3 hours, 7 hours, or 10 hours. The main thing is that you get done what you set out to get done. You might hear people flexing the amount of hours that they studied in a day. It really doesn't matter. It's about the quality of the work that you get done, not the quantity.